Game on, gamers, and the Kage Nation. Welcome to Video Game Dimension. I'm your host, VGD 2000. I'm doing this on behalf of the KageKast, as well as that. Sorry, it's been a long day. I was supposed to been doing this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my full share of what my Mario games are ranked on, and at that point, I might just go for it and move on to the next. So I hope y'all give a quick quick shout out. Well, that quick shout out will go to the Gaming Kage for having me doing this, as well as I also participated. Also, you can go find her on at the Gaming Kage on YouTube, as well as Twitch. With that being said, as well, like her channel, subscribe, comment, leave anything. On my end, you can do the same thing for the Video Game Dimensions. You can leave a like, comment, subscribe, or hit the notification bell for new viewers. And let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first game that I'm gonna rank, I would say this will be the best of the best game of Super Mario. Quarterly, to give you a hint, I would say I'm not gonna add Smash Bros. Because Smash Bros. Is all Nintendo All Star. I love Smash Bros. Melee is still my #1 game. For a quick rank, Smash Bros. Melee is #1. Smash Bros. Brawl #2. Smash Ultimate #3. Smash 64 number 4, and last but not least, Super Smash Bros. 4, the 3DS and Wii U #5. I mean, the Smash Bros. Community is still going on, and I like the fact that they still continuing with the mods and everything, and that they keep continuing supporting old classic games. Melee is for the win. As well as Brawl, but Ultimate is like right behind it. 64 is still the best. The only Smash Bros. Game I don't like is for Wii U and 3DS, and that's not it for me. Clearly, the first game that I'm gonna talk about is an instant classic. I loved it as a kid. It means everything to me. I played it, like, I played Super Nintendo, which is this All Stars version. I played the Game Boy version. I played the Nintendo version, and that being Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 is the reason why I put that as top tier, because 10 is always gonna be 10 out of 10. What I liked about it, the next game I talk about is basically influence of Super Mario Bros. 3 with the whole mini game. The boss fights, the mini boss fights, and occasionally the whole power up world map screen where you can select your power up, whatever you want. Funny thing that I mentioned Super Mario Bros. 3, because Super Mario Bros. 3 will always be iconic due to the fact that people are still playing, making their own levels as if it was Mario Maker. At the same time, I never, like, when it came to me, my gameplay, I beat the whole game, clean slate. Have I ever? There was times I cheated in the game. I can admit, but at the same time, it's all cool and fun when it comes through. The game is 100% not. It's normal. That's all I can say. The game is normal. I recommend for newcomers who do not know how to play this game. Start it off with Game Boy and then go backwards. That's why I say Super Mario Bros. 3 for the win. As the #1 game of the Super Mario series. Next up, I also want to say another Super Mario version of the game. I'm counting Mario Bros in there, the first Mario Bros as well, but I'll get to that. The next Super Mario game that I really love, that I also love to play, I beat it same way, clean slate, because it's just a regular normal Mario game. This Mario game has been defined to me. I've played it on Game Boy Color when I had one, and I also loved it. Being when it was on Super Nintendo, when it was on NES, I had like an NES type system, and clearly that's what it was. That one being Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, aka Super Mario Bros. 1. The Game Boy port was very clean. I like how they threw in challenge mode, Boo's versus Boo. You can play the lost levels and play as Luigi. Even though on the Game Boy version it was called for challenge players, I never beaten the lost levels / for challenge players. It's kind of similar to Lost Levels, but even though Lost Levels is clearly the first Super Mario 2 before Super Mario 2, so I clearly say Super Mario Bros. 1 iconic. It should be under right beside Super Mario Bros. 3, but I'm gonna tell you the next game is gonna be the next possible thing I must talk about, and that game being Super Mario World. I love Super Mario World. Super Mario World is another game that I also beat. I beat it clean slate, even though I haven't used cheats and anything like that. There was times I did beat it with cheats, but at the same time, no. Super Mario World, for the people who don't know, Super Mario World, if you're playing the Super Mario game that's on Switch, then you'll understand. That's kind of similar to Super Mario World. Same thing as the one I will talk about later. I'm not giving names. That's how I'm doing it. But for Super Mario World, I like how in the map you can select your own path. You select your own path, and you get introduced by Yoshi. You get to save your own power up. That's the first Mario game you can save your own power up, and it's cool because if you beat the game, Mario, if you beat the game, it's considered as, well, I put it like this: if you beat the level, you can still exit the level and save both your Yoshi and your power up at the same time, and continue on and go back and continue a different path. So the next game that I'll be talking about is another iconic Mario game. I'll presume, but I don't know, I can say the same with this. The next Mario game I'm gonna be talking about is none other than Super Mario Bros. 2, aka Super Mario Bros. The Subcon. Super Mario Bros. 2 is another game that I did play. I played it more on Game Boy than I did Super Nintendo and Nintendo itself. What I did like about it was the fact they change everything. They remake everything from the Nintendo port, where you can actually do more than what you're embarking for. You collect what they call ace coins, where ace coins can help you use what they call the that lottery, at the bonus game that you beat after you complete a level. I love the fact in Super Mario Bros. 2 that you can actually take Birdo's bow off, because due to the fact that Birdo's bow is more gracious, I mean, it's funny as ever, but it only works with the dragon Birdo and the the one where you had to go against at the mini boss Birdo. It never works with Roberto, which is the new installment, which replaced Mouser too many times because Mouser is the rat that basically throw bombs, bombs, and it's like new characters but new along the way. What I didn't get about Super Mario Bros. 2 that is not featured Bowser, which thankfully that's what I kind of was hoping for. It was a character based off of Legend of Zelda's Link's Awakening with the character by the name Wart. He was known as Toad in the game, so I kind of see the resemblance, like the subcon, based off of Legend of Zelda with the whole fairies, picking, pixies that pick up Wart and carry him after he died. I mean, the game is supposed to teach people not to eat their vegetables. I mean, seriously, I didn't get that part. But Super Mario Bros. 2, 8 out of 10. It could have went better. What could have been Mario? What Mario could have been with the concept of Super Mario. The fact that there's no Fire Flower, there's no Goombas and everything. But at the same time, that's still a good game to play. I still highly recommend people to play. Up next, this Mario game is basically something that I finally said, yes, I finally beat it. I beat it back in 2024, 2025, which was not too long ago. Somewhere 2024, 2025. When I first got my Switch, I had it on Nintendo Switch Online. I played it before when I was little, and because of that, I clearly want to say, hands down, never again. Dare I say it, basically the game is still fun, but I still consider all that trouble I went through, and then something that I really didn't know about was the fact you got a guy by the name of iRock in the game. So basically I was like, wait a minute, I played the DS version, so now I'm thinking this is on the original version too. So basically that will be none other than Super Mario 64. The gameplay, to me, I like how they brought it back in the Switch game that actually came out in 2017. Y'all might know what I'm talking about, but like I said, I'm not getting into it. Not yet. Super Mario 64 has came out in the year 1996. I wasn't born at that time, y'all. Just let y'all know. I just played it because my cousin had it. So I didn't beat the game then, but I beat the game now. What I mean by that is that I did every potential thing, and it's better to beat a game without cheats versus with cheats. I mean, seriously, I blame Nintendo, and I'm sorry, Nintendo. Y'all have save states that helps. Anywho, my thing, Super Mario 64, best game on Nintendo 64, ranked 10 out of 10 because due to the fact that A, the gameplay, B, childhood, and the iconic long words. So long, me Bowser. So basically, yeah, Bowser getting thrown, and then King Bomb tells you to snitch on Bowser by saying, "Hey, all you have to do, see if you can pull that off against Bowser." Hold up, wait a minute. You just told me that I got to do that against Bowser. So basically, I just went through a whole tutorial at Bomb Battlefield. That's messed up. But I clearly would like to say Super Mario 64, 10 out of 10, Nintendo 64. Next up being another iconic classic that Mario related. I didn't mention this before because I haven't played much of it, but I kind of see why I stopped playing it. But I will say one version of it will clear it up, but at the same time, I'm still gonna talk about it. That game being another under than Super Mario Bros. for the Nintendo DS. New Super Mario Bros. On Nintendo DS. I mean, I've played it, I beat it, but at the same time, I didn't have no feel to it. I mean, I get the whole giant mushroom thing. Uh, don't get me wrong, the giant mushroom concept, like it, but I'm pretty sure I'm more basic when it comes to Mario games. I mean, fire flowers, uh, regular mushrooms, what you call them, super mushrooms. That's what we call it, super mushrooms. Um, that's mostly it. I do like the fact that it bringed out the 2D version of the well, it's 3D 2D to 3D version of the original Super Mario Bros. I'll give them that because that's the most certain thing I liked about it. Um, I will say I will give New Super Mario Bros. On DS 8.5 out of 10. If I didn't rank any, well, I did say 10 out of 10 on Super Mario 64. I said 8 out of 10 out of Super Mario 2. I don't know if y'all heard, but New Super Mario Bros. For DS will be an 8.5 out of 10 out of my gameplay. Regular gameplay would say something different. Graphics 10 out of 10. But the whole concept of same music from Wii, which now I'm about to talk about, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Before I talk about Wii, DS had the best theme for Bowser when they played the castle theme. It was like all you hear in the underwater theme. Both of them are. That's why I would say I'm gonna put it at a solid 9 out of 10. My thing is when New Super Mario Bros. Wii came out. Let me tell you, it's gracious, and that's gonna be the next game I talk about. And that's the thing. When New Super Mario Bros. Wii came out, I knew it was a revamped version of DS version plus a revamped version of Super Mario Bros. 3. The reason why I say that because in Super Mario Bros. 3 they had a thing called enemy attack, which where you get attacked by an enemy that's on the map. Usually it'd be just regular Hammer Bros. But, well, I'm gonna take that back. It usually be Hammer Bros, Piranha Plants, and so on. In this one, it was Goombas, Piranha Plants, Hammer Bros, and so on. It's still the same with Hammer Bros. I remember growing up as a kid, I always hated that the Hammer Bro was always attacking me, and I had to jump on the Hammer Bro to actually beat it. And then they give me a chest, they give me a chest at the end. So that's how I knew New Super Mario Bros. Wii was an actual revamp of Mario Bros. 3. The reason why I say it's a revamp because due to the fact that they took away the Tanuki suit to give us the propeller. They took away the Hammer Bro shell to give us the penguin skin, and they gave us Ice Flower, which is similar to Fire Flower, but in the same. You can do the same thing with the penguin skin, but you know at least you get the slide. That's the thing. I love the propeller because the propeller really did remind me of the raccoon leaf on New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Like I said, it's similarity to Super Mario Bros. 3 revamp, world map, the way how you going against every Koopaling, the power up select screen. The only thing they don't have was the e-reader. That's the one thing but they did have the level World 9 map, which I loved. That was the only thing they threw on there. Another thing they also did, they didn't have the warp whistle, but they did have the warp cannon, and that's why I would say it will be under 10 out of 10 because of the gameplay. The only thing that's not 10 out of 10 is the music. They lack of the same music. The next one will be I should have mentioned this because this is a childhood. Um, I want to say I love this game with all my heart. I really do because my cousin got me into it, and I'm just gonna throw it as a series. I'm not gonna throw it as a game because there's a lot of ports of this one. Next game being Dr. Mario. I'm a big fan of Dr. Mario. Tetris can go play with it. They can go touch grass. Okay, Dr. Mario, where was that? If you didn't like the counterpart of Dr. Mario, which was not Tetris, it was none other than Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I'm your friend. Okay, because Dr. Mario was literally the best game ever. I had so much fun playing Dr. Mario. I mean, seriously. The best one I would say would be Dr. Mario 64. I've been loving Dr. Mario 64, especially they did the interpretation on Game Boy Advance, both 64 and Nintendo, because they basically took the menu off of 64, but then they basically threw in the Nintendo remix, which I really love. But yeah, I love Dr. Mario as a series because Dr. Mario was actually the game that I loved to play. Uh, the thing about it with Dr. Mario, that's the only Mario based puzzle game I will play because due to the fact that Tetris was not for me. I'm telling you right now, Tetris was not really for me. I rate the Dr. Mario series. I play every version on emulators, and that's where all my Mario games I played on emulators. I rank all Dr. Mario games 10 out of 10 because is basically where it was at. Dr. Mario was literally the best series of the Mario series. The next game I will talk about is none other than like one of the instant classes. The gaming Kage mentioned it on her channel. It was called Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem, but I'm sticking with the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong for the Game Boy Advance. They remade it on Switch, which gladly I loved. All I would say is that all you have to do is collect Marios. You have to collect presents. You have to collect like everything in order to progress the game, and you don't have to do it that way. But then I recommend it do it that way because that will help for newcomers who don't experience what we had to go through. So with that being said, I do recommend y'all to play Mario vs. Donkey Kong on the Game Boy emulator, or y'all can play it through Switch if y'all have a Switch. It is compatible for Switch too. Don't get me wrong. I'll rank it 10 out of 10. Easiest game. Don't say it's not easy, but it is easy. It's one of the best games in the Mario series as well. And yeah, I highly recommend. Like I said, highly recommend. Another game that I would love to talk about as well. I would say this is part of the saga, but then I didn't play much of it. Well, actually, I'm still playing it, but I'm gonna say some of them I haven't beat. I really haven't beaten. But I would save that for later. But I would say one game that I would say that manifests everything because it was an instant classic. But I went through so much trouble in the game. Why? I don't know. And that game being Super Mario Sunshine. Golly, let me tell y'all something. Super Mario Sunshine is what came out in the year 2002, right after Luigi's Mansion. For the people who do not know, the biggest game to ever say why would I still play it? not gonna lie, people, I cheated. I did. I cheated on the game. I really did. Infinite lives, infinite water. That's all I did. I'm not ashamed of it because I'm not going through all that trouble with such little lives to the point where I have to find all infinite. Where I have to find all live mushrooms. Well, I have to find all shine sprites. When I have to go through a lot of what you call it, where you have to go through the secret levels of the game too. Like clearly, everything that says I'm about to mess you up, yeah. And then the fact that Bowser Jr. and I'm sorry to spoil it, Bowser Jr. is your painted Mario. And on a side note, if you want to beat the game and just say, "Oh, I'm done with it," beat it at least 75%. I mean, not 75, 85 to 90 something percent chance. Because that is literally what I did. I've beaten the game 90% chance because all I had to do was get one of the hidden sprites and inside all Delfino, and I had to go get the sprite that was in one of the other levels. And I remember what was it? You had to go through the pipe. It was kind of resembled to because you had two stages. One resembled the Super Mario 64, and the other one I forgot the other one, but I remember it was one of them. The next Mario game, I want to say I give a shout out to that I did. I didn't think it was that easy. I beat the remake, but I didn't beat the original. What the how? Anyway, what I mean by beating the original, I didn't beat the original game, not the original, not the first game. You get what I'm saying? So, without further ado, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I've beaten Paper Mario Thousand Year Door finally. The remake. If I can do the remake, I can do the original. I mean, seriously. Let's be honest, people. So I've beaten Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake at a astonishing 100% game. That means I did all the side quests. I gathered all the items, and it took me a while enough to beat the Shadow Princess. Come on now. All you had to do was actually add one more character into the mix. Her name was Mr. Well, not Mr. Got him. All right, Mrs. Mouse. So, Mrs. Mouse was your next character to unlock. You can do the same on the GameCube port of the game because that's the original game. Duh. BGM wise, the background music, 100%. 10 out of 10. Why? Because due to the fact that the BGM is really catchy, and I'm talking about the original BGM. They have the original BGM on there, but I don't do much of the remake, so I stick with the original. It's fun to play the remake with the original BGM because it makes you feel like you're playing on GameCube still. So that's why I say Paper Mario Thousand Year Door #1 in the making of the Paper Mario series, 10 out of 10. And now I'm saving this for the best of the last. Yes, the best of the last Mario game that I have ever beaten. Clean slated. Well, second best. Let's go second best. That will be Mario Party DS. I've beaten Mario Party DS for the first time because I noticed that when I played Mario Party DS, I was like, hold up, ain't no way I just lose to Peach or Yoshi, and then next thing you know, they lost to the whatever Mario Party boss there was. So that's why I never gave up, and I went back and beat it, and I was like, yep, that's all you had to do. The only thing I didn't like when you had to go through the what they call it, the score count, where there was a game where you had to basically do like a score survival. It's like a survival mode, and you had to go through each and every mini game yourself against random opponents. So it's kind of like your own time attack. So Mario Party DS, I want to say a quick 7.5 out of 10. 10 out of 10 on certain mini games. Don't get me wrong. 10 out of 10 of the BGM because it's catchy. But 70.5 of my gameplay. That's oof. But yeah, I recommend people to try Mario Party DS. The last Super Mario game that I recently beat remind me a lot of 64. Remind me a lot of Sunshine, but I can't say much about Galaxy and Galaxy 2 because I have never beat it. I will one day. But the greatest interpretation of Super Mario 64 and Sunshine will be none other than Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch remind me a lot. Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy because you're traveling a lot in the galaxy. You're traveling a lot in the universe. So it's henceforth the Odyssey. Another reference that I do like about Super Mario Odyssey was the fact that New Donk City is actually a memorable city for Pauline, where you're paying tribute not only to the 2017. So subtract that, I would say some years of Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong came out in 91. I would say the 16 years of Donkey Kong, well, not 16, but more like 26 years of Donkey Kong or something like that. I don't know, I wasn't born in 91, so I just remember the Donkey Kong stage. But what I like about Super Mario Odyssey, that the nod of Super Mario Bros. 1 pixelated was where you can go into the pipes and you warp into an NES style of Super Mario Odyssey, which is crazy good. I don't know where the whole cap came from. Get it, cap, quote unquote. I think that was just a nod to itself. I think that was just an improvement. I would say another Mario game would be Super Mario Wonder. That's another one that I beat. I 100% beat that as well. And I'm telling you, both Mario Odyssey and Wonder, 10 out of 10. Well, thank y'all for watching. Like I said, please subscribe to myself. Please subscribe to the Gaming Kage. But before I end the video, what I want to tell you is that get you a nice gaming queen like the Gaming Kage. As much as she puts in the effort and put in the time, she's really a lovable person. She's not that, basically. I'm telling y'all, just jump to it, but at the same time, take your time with it. She's more lovable, she's more lovable to the point where it's like, I can't even handle it. those who don't know, and for those that not for those who don't know the concept what's going on, I'm not giving enough credit for what she's doing. But now I'm giving a lot of credit to what she had to go through, and that was me. I'm not doing this to make her feel bad. I'm doing this because it's the respected thing to do. It's legitimately something that I'm taking it out to let y'all know. Get y'all a queen like the gaming Kage. Don't ever, and I would say it again, don't ever put yourself in a position that you drifting your queen apart. Because then you go seem like it's her fault, but it's not.